Yeah, man!
Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you pork, broccoli, oyster sauce. Alright, so you're definitely gonna start with 4 dried chili peppers. You're gonna need cornstarch, broccoli, ginger, carrot, mushroom in a can, onions, garlic, about 3 garlic cloves. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. And pork sterling, and sesame seeds, coconut oil for frying, deep frying. Alright, so you start off by I started already, so what I did is just cut the stem off the dried chili peppers and shred it. And cut a piece of ginger, the first bend of your finger, the first index of your finger, and peel it and wash it off and make sure it's cleaned. And as for the garlic, just remove the leaves. Use a shredder and grind the garlic and ginger to puree. Alright, that was just the garlic. Now the ginger. Now do the same for the ginger. Alright, so that's what you want. Put it aside for later. The onion and the carrot we're going to prepare it close to cooking. I'm going to make the marinating sauce now, but I'm going to use orange juice instead of cooking wine. Alright, so you can take an orange and squeeze it, or you can use freshly squeezed orange juice. So measure and add 1 tablespoon of food cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, light soy sauce. And this here is my oyster sauce. And 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Alright, so once you add all the ingredients, just stir it in thoroughly. Stir it in smooth. You just stir it in smooth. Alright, so once you get this part out of the way, you don't have to worry about it now. So now, this is our pork sterling. Sometimes I use any kind of pork cut for cooking, you know what I mean? Once it's cut kind of thin, even if it have bone in it, you just trim around it. I think the Chinese use pork belly, but sometimes we can't find pork belly in the supermarket, so we have to use what's available. So this is like, but the most tenderloin pork. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's tenderloins, pork tenderloins. That's the best one to use. So look alongside the grain and cut flakes, small little flakes. I call them small little strips, about finger length and as thin as you can cut it. As thin as this, look. I like to use my pinky as a guide. As you can see, this piece of pork, I think has a piece of bone in it. So I'm just trimming all the meat off the bone and then continue cutting pork strips. Alright, so that's the idea. Alright, so once you do that, you just put your pork strips or flakes and coat it well in the marinating sauce and allow it to marinate at least 10 minutes. Alright, now I'm gonna make my stir fry sauce. So measure and add a tablespoon of cornstarch, a tablespoon of light soy sauce, and a tablespoon of orange juice. Along with a tablespoon of water. Two tablespoons of water, sorry. Alright, so mix it in thoroughly and put it aside for later. Alright, next I'm going to prepare the broccoli. So what I like to do, this is a crown of broccoli. So let's take the florets apart. You can easily break them apart, or you can just use a knife and kind of cut them apart. Sometimes I cut them in such a way that I get the stem on it, and sometimes I don't. If I'm cooking it for myself, I use more stem. If I'm doing it for, like, if I had a restaurant, I probably would cut the stem off and use more of the florets. Or if I'm cooking for others. Alright, so do as you see me doing, and separate the florets from the crown of broccoli. Alright, so that's the idea. Now add some water. Add them in a bowl. Put the broccoli florets in a bowl. Add some water and a couple drops of white vinegar and kind of rinse it. Look in between the leaves for insect and cut and remove any spoiling leaves. This is imported broccoli. It's always clean and they always never have insect. Alright, so rinse this off and put fresh water on it. Alright, so that's what you want. Alright, put this aside for later. Put your prepared broccoli aside for later. Broccoli florets. The carrot now, just lightly scrape the surface of the carrot. Trim the root end, trim the ends off. Onion, just remove the leaves. Remember now, the first layer of the onion is the strongest. So just remove just the brown leaf. Alright, so just rinse them off. Now, cut the carrot in half, then cut that half piece in half again. And then cut carrot sticks. Small carrot sticks. Do as you see me doing. Alright, so put that aside for later. Now the onion, just cut the onion in half. In other words, cut the onion in quarters. Cut it in half and then cut that half piece in half again. Then you get quarters. And then you take the leaves apart. Like this. Alright, put this aside for later. Alright, now put to heat a saucepan. The stove's gauge on 4, medium low. I'm sorry I don't have a wok, but I'm going to use this small saucepan, a big enough saucepan that we can do so. I have all the ingredients ready. The chopped onions and carrot, the shredded chili pepper, onions and so forth, and you're marinating pork flakes, and we're having it with white rice, and we're having pork broccoli oyster sauce with white rice. Alright, so make sure the pot or the saucepan is dried. Get all of get the utensils ready, everything, get your oil ready, put everything in one place. And remember now, the stove's gauge is on 4, medium low. Just allow it to get hot for a little while before we add oil. Alright, it's a canned mushroom. I was going to use it, but I'm deciding that it's optional. Alright, so get about 1/4 cup of water as well ready. About 1/3 to 1/4 cup. About 1/3 between 1/4 cup of water. 1/3 between 1/4 cup of water ready. Alright, after about a minute or two and the saucepan is dried, no water is in it, add about 2 cups of cooking oil, coconut oil preferably. Alright, it's been 2 minutes. Make sure that the oil is about quarter way in the pot. You don't want too much oil up. You just want about quarter way. You want the oil to fill the pan quarter way. Alright, once you see a little smoke, it's been about 5 minutes or so since you've been waiting. And kind of stir it in properly, and then gently and carefully add it to the eating oil. Alright, immediately after adding, just use a wooden spoon and kind of stir in, separating the pieces. Just be careful. You just gotta remember that you're dealing with heat, hot oil, and it will burn you. Alright, so once you do that, gauge is on 4, medium low. It's been 2 minutes now. I didn't stir it or anything, I just allowed it. So now you just give it a couple stir. That's what you want. That's what you want. Using the cornstarch aid in tenderizing the pork strips, and it also aid in not sucking up the oil. So the pieces, once it's deep fried, they're gonna be dried. Alright, so it's been 4 minutes. Alright, so after the time, now you just turn the stove off and remove the oil. Use a spoon that scoops like me and remove the oil. That's the safest way. And leave only half of quarter cup. So you just want to leave half of quarter cup in the pot, in the saucepan. Add the shredded garlic, ginger, and chili pepper. Alright, you notice I kind of shift the cooked pork on one side of the saucepan, and then I added the seasoning. So now you turn the stove on and put the stove gauge on low, almost off low, and we're going to saute the seasoning. So just allow the seasoning to saute for for a few minutes. Alright, this is the mushroom. See, I'm contemplating whether I want to use it or not, so but if you are using the mushroom, now would be you just open it and remove the water and then add it. About now. Maybe they might change this for see where this I go. Alright, so after about 40 seconds, you just stir it in. I like to use the saucepan as a wok, so I kind of tilt it to the edge of the flame and then stir fry. Alright, so after about a minute or so, you just stir fry the seasoned with the pork flakes. Alright, now add the chopped onions and stir fry. The stove gauge is on 4 now, medium low. I like to tilt this saucepan and pretend that I'm using a wok. It works wonders. You see all that sauce at the bottom? That's when you add the water, it's gonna loosen it and help create the sauce. Alright, so now stir in your stir fry sauce. Your oyster sauce, stir fry sauce. Alright, so now turn the stove's gauge up on 6, medium high. Add your broccoli florets. It's about a minute after you added the chopped onions. Next, stir in your stir fry sauce and then add that as well. Stir fry, stir fry. Just gonna stir it in a little. Stir, fold, and lift. And if you're not using a wok, you can tilt your saucepan like me and pretend that you're using a wok. Alright, so coat the broccoli with the sauce thoroughly. After that, add a third between quarter cup of water, and then you add a lid and allow. Now turn the stove's gauge down to 4 medium-low and allow. Alright, a minute between two, add the carrot and kind of stir fry and give your pot cup a stir. Alright, so you just cover it and we're going to let it stay for 1 more minute and then finish. Alright, after a minute, just turn the stove off. So it's been 3 minutes since we started. We kind of stewed it for 3 minutes. Since we added the water, 3 minutes. So after that, now you just turn it off, stir fry, and just allow. Within a minute or two, the gravy from the bottom of the saucepan will kind of soften and kind of add flavor to the meal. Now, serving time. So before serving, you just give your pot a final stir. Just kind of stir it up and bring up all the gravy. And just take a scoop of this pork broccoli stir fry and lay it on a bit of white rice or noodles. Alright, so this is my handiwork. So this is what my pork broccoli oyster sauce looks like. Pork broccoli oyster sauce. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, share, like, and give us your feedback. And give us your feedback. Alright, it's my time now, so I'm just gonna add more rice. Alright, so now you're gonna see me enjoy this pork broccoli oyster sauce. Look how moist and juicy this meal is. The pork is tender, very, very tender, and juicy with oyster sauce. Whenever I cook this meal, it reminds me of Jamaica's stew meals. Like we have our stew chicken and stew pork. Orange juice adds a nice, mild, tangy flavor. The chili pepper is very mild and very mild spiciness. The broccoli is just right. Rich with vitamin C. Look at my gravy. The gravy is just, I can't even find a word to describe it. It's just rich. It looks rich, and it tastes rich. Pork is tenderized. See? Onion, as usual, is kind of sweetish, crunchy flavor. So this is homemade Chinese food. See? If you go to any Chinese restaurants, you pay good money for food like this. You can do it at home for yourself. All you need is the techniques and the ingredients. That's the two most important thing cooking any Asian meal. You need the technique, and you definitely need the special ingredients like oyster sauce. They use a lot of chili pepper, chili bean sauce. They use a lot of chili pepper. This meal is good. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share, and give us your feedback when you tried it for yourself. The oyster sauce gravy is delicious. The ginger, I can taste it, the tanginess, mildly. Garlic, the same. Oh, the soy sauce kinda gives it a nice flavor too as well. Oh yes, you could have roasted sesame seeds on low heat for 5 minutes and then garnish your meal with it as well. I decided not to use it, and I decided not to use the mushroom. Where you saw me had a shredded chili pepper, onion, the shredded chili pepper, garlic, and ginger, you would have added the mushroom at that time. Well, as you saw for yourself, you saw the meal came together from ingredients to cuisine. from ingredients to cuisine. So there you go. Until next time. Enjoy.
Yeah, man.